Welcome back to Brick Artemis, everybody. My name is Rob. Today we have another thankful Thanksgiving video. Yesterday I filmed a top 5 or 5 Lego sets that I'm thankful for, and I posted it last night. I'm doing it this morning on Thanksgiving, a top 5 hot toys that I'm thankful for, thanks to the Jedi Knights Watch for challenging the Wolfpack to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and give you mine. Let's hit that intro and get started. Alright guys, like I said, was challenged to do this by the Jedi Knights Watch. He actually did this, posted it very early this morning. His video is up with his top 5 with an honorable mention. So I'm going to do the same. Now, I don't have as many figures as the Jedi Knights Watch. So this was actually harder for me, I think, than it might have been for him. Actually, it could have gone both ways, I guess. But it was hard for me because I only have, I think, like 29 figures. And it was like, I have a lot of Marvel, and I was like, I don't want to just have Marvel in there, you know? I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know that it is Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving. I'm very thankful for this wonderful community. I'm thankful for the Wolfpack, and I'm thank you for the Jedi Knights Watch for challenging me on this video. Now, I do want to say I got a cherry pie in the oven, and I got 40 minutes to film this, so I'm going to make this somewhat quick because it's Thanksgiving. I got to get to family. So let's go ahead and start with the honorable mention. Now, I'm cheating here. My honorable mention is RoboCop 3. It has been shipped. Okay, I was a little late to the party. I told the community, I told the buddies that I will have a RoboCop. It was just a matter of time. I didn't get the first batch. But as I said, I'm getting this figure, and I cannot wait to get it. Now, the reason I love RoboCop so much is because my father and I would watch RoboCop as a very, very young child. I remember seeing RoboCop 3 in theaters. I remember falling asleep in the middle of it, being so young, and waking up during the when he's flying with the jetpack or the rocket pack, whatever you want to call it. And that scene was cool to a little kid. Okay. It's cheesy and not the best RoboCop these days, but I remember it back in the day. I remember having RoboCop toys. I remember going into my parents' bedroom as they were sleeping, and my RoboCop had this button, and it kept saying, drop it, drop it, drop it. And my dad was like half asleep, trying to get this thing to stop saying drop it. It was a good story when you're like 4 or 5 years old. And so it brings back memories. I remember he had a RoboPop shirt. He was a military policeman, so it means a lot to me to get this RoboCop. So I don't have him yet, but he is an honorable mention. I know I'm going to love him. And so when he gets here, he might even enter that top 5, but I couldn't put him in the top 5 because I don't have him yet. So yes, honorable mention, RoboCop 3, cannot wait. Guys, going in to the top 5. At number 5, I'm going to go ahead and put Darth Maul from Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. I'm very thankful for this one. I got a good deal from Hawk Wars Toys. Guys, if you don't know him, I can't say anything else but that he is an awesome seller and just really cares for the community and is very involved. I got a good deal for this Darth Maul. Darth Maul is probably my favorite character in all of Star Wars, at least from the movies, okay? I can't say enough about the figure. I love the head sculpt. I love that it's magnetic. When you're a kid and you're seeing that movie in theater, the double lightsaber is just crazy cool. It's the coolest thing. That battle, I know it's not called Duel of the Fates, but it's the score Duel of the Fates. You guys know what I'm talking about, okay? That's my favorite lightsaber duel in all of Star Wars. Personally, am I saying it's the best one? No, it's my favorite though, and I love watching that. The music in the background, everything that's going on with young little Anakin when they're skipping through the scenes and everything, and I love that scene. Darth Maul is super cool. I love him, and I'm so thankful to have him in my display. Guys, coming in at number 4, we have the Iron Man Mark 50. I couldn't say enough about this figure. He's the only Iron Man that I have in my collection, and I ended up working out a deal with Dilo the Collector. Long story short, it's the way I look at it is we're Wolfpack buddies. And, you know, to be able to have a figure from a friend that's all the way in Florida and be able to display him on my shelf, the figure on my shelf, not D'Lo, but to be able to display the figure on my shelf from a friend, it means a lot to be a part of this community and being able to see that and know that one of my best buddies in the community used to own that. And yeah, I mean, Iron Man is awesome as well. Like he created the MCU basically. Like he started this awesome journey that we grew up with, and I needed a Tony Stark. I needed an Iron Man, and I like the Mark 50. It's not my favorite Iron Man. I need to get I need to get a Mark 3. I want a Mark 85. You know, I want a 46. Like there's Iron Man that I want. But I'm happy I got this Mark 50 from a great friend across the nation. So very cool, very thankful to have the Iron Man Mark 50. Coming in at number 3, we have, I'm going to go ahead and go with Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Now, the reason this is on my list is because Andrew Garfield is my favorite Spider-Man in all of Spider-Man movies. And I'm actually one of very few who is happy that they came out with this figure and still branded it Amazing Spider-Man, because I missed out on the first one. And I love Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's one of my favorite Spider-Man movies. So I was not upset with it. I felt like I had the original still in my hand, and it was just more of a personal thing. I love Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. It's a very cool figure. And I couldn't be more thankful to have my favorite Spider-Man in my collection, right? I mean, come on. Just waiting for Toby. Let's release Toby this year so I can get him by February. Sideshow. Come on. All right. Coming in at number 2. I think we're at number 2. Coming in at number 2, we have the Dark Side Anakin Skywalker. I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to call myself out here. I won this in a raffle. I don't care what y'all think. I won it in a raffle. Whatever. I won this in a raffle through Easy and Hawk Wars, and I was lucky enough to win it. So I got to be thankful, right? And it's Darkseid Anakin. It's a grail piece in my collection that I spent $50 on for winning in a raffle. Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm still a collector. Hey, look at behind me. I got these figures, you know. But yeah, I won them in a raffle, and I was ecstatic that I was able to get my Darkseid Anakin for that low. I feel like another reason too, like if they ever came out with like a Darkseid Anakin 2.0 and I lost out on like the $500 that he's worth, like I get $300, I still make money off of it. So it's really cool, but again, that's not what it's about. I don't like to sell my figures. Actually, I like to keep them, and because each piece means something to me, and this journey of collecting. And I love the Darkseid Anakin Skywalker. I worry about the pleather, so I don't touch him a lot. I don't pose him a lot, but he is awesome, and he couldn't be any cooler. I mean, maybe a little work on the head sculpt in the future one day, but I think he looks awesome. I don't think he needs much of anything really. So we'll see if they ever do an artisan Darkseid Anakin Skywalker. We'll see if that happens. But yeah, thankful for that. Coming in at number 1, I'm going to go ahead and say the figure that got me into collecting and really got me into collecting these Hot Toys figures is Miles Morales from Into the Spider-Verse. When I picked up this figure and it came to my house, I was like, wow, this is Hot Toys. It wasn't my first figure I bought. It was my second. But this one was different. It was cartoony. It was, it came with so many accessories. To me, it was figure of the year. Now, I didn't have any figures, but I saw a lot because, you know, Jedi Knights Watch and I are, you know, live very close by. So I saw a lot of his figures, held a lot of his figures, you know, could see right there in my face these figures. This one was different. I loved the look of it. I thought it would look really cool with my arcades, my arcade room that I had at the time, to go in the corner and have like that cool like 80s look. I know Miles is an 80s look, but like the cartoony look kind of fit in a little bit with those colors. And I loved it. I loved how posable he was, all the accessories he came with. He came with 3 head sculpts. Like for that price, it was like amazing. So I'm thankful for this figure because it really got me into the Hot Toys collecting and got me, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be here with you guys and be with the Wolf Pack and be able to share this list with you. So very thankful for that number one piece. Guys, if you liked this video, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you know when the next videos are coming. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below what you're most thankful for. And until next time, keep collecting, y'all.